movie to like.
All right, you ask a good question. Icebreaker question. Go.
Where'd you get your ears?
They're lounge fly. I got them from Amazon.
Very cute. I like them.
I got them for Christmas. They were one of my Christmas presents.
I like them.
Haven't even started and I've lost control.
Hey, you told me to ask the question.
Welcome to another Believe Vacations article video exclusive. I'm Brian Pavlick. Thank you for being a believer with us. Oh, this is going to be rough on me tonight because, as you can see, I'm sitting between two gorgeous women. One of them right here is my wife, Mattea. How are you tonight, dear?
I'm well.
Good. I'm so glad that you were here. She gets to make her video debut. Woohoo! And now a two-timer to the video club is Annah, not Williams, Billings. How are you, Annah?
Good.
Since we last talked to you, you got married. How's married life?
Married woman now. It's good.
Have you been to Disney since?
No, we were supposed to already go back in January, but we were all sick, so we had to reschedule. So we're going here, I think like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So.
A week and a half, 2 weeks. And that's good because we are of vital importance of getting Annah ready for this next trip because Annah is notorious on this team for being our napper. She can fall asleep in the most random of places, and we just happen to document it and photograph it every single time and share it with her later when she wakes up. And of course, Mattea is going to come at it tonight from the mama perspective. We have 3 kids of various ages, ranging from 7th, 5th, and 3rd grade, and of course, me being a 38-year-old man. And we're going to find out where children can take naps on these family vacations. So we're going to talk about where to take naps all at Disney because rest is important, right, ladies?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, yes, we're spending money to go and do attractions and eat and get our money's worth at Disney. But if you do not slow down every once in a while, it's going to be a bad trip at some point. So that's why Annah and Mattea are going to help us out. And we're going to jump right in it. I'm going to give you a theme park, ladies. Annah, again, from your perspective, you will tell us where you have enjoyed your most naps. And if you answer incorrectly, we will show the photos of where we know you'll take naps. And then Mattea, you will help us with, for children, where to take naps. So Annah, you will start. Let's go easy. Magic Kingdom. Where is your favorite place to take a nap?
Okay, so there's a lot because Magic Kingdom has the most rides.
This is true.
So there's a lot.
And notice she's saying nap on rides. This is interesting, but go ahead.
So Carousel of Progress, that one's a great nap. A great long air-conditioned nap. Small World, most annoying nap, but also pretty long because you get stuck towards the end. So you get a good nap time. People Mover, that's a good little like breezy dozing off. I'm trying to think. Some people might call this blasphemous, but if you're really tired, Haunted Mansion, because it's dark and for the most part really quiet in there, that one's a good nap. And I think those are like the main places to take a good nap.
Okay, I hate you. Go ahead, Mattea. For children, where are we napping?
Number one place, I would definitely say Carousel of Progress.
How dare you?
Because it is cool and dark. Not super loud, kind of has a little bit of a funk smell, but it's a great place because kids aren't super into the attraction.
Good point.
That or the Hall of Presidents, but the Hall of Presidents is not quite as dark. So I would say number one place would be Carousel of Progress. Number 2, Hall of Presidents.
That's if you can get your kids inside both of those, because they're not attractive looking rides from the outside like Dumbo or anything. So it's going to take a little bit of convincing. But yes, those are good 20+ minute naps. As Annah mentioned with the Haunted Mansion, that's a good 10-minute, just, watch out for scary things jumping out at you and boo and all that good stuff for kids. But yes, for adults, that is blasphemy, by the way, but whatever, we will forgive you for that because we're going to jump to EPCOT. EPCOT, Mattea, we will start with you. For kids, how do we recommend taking naps at EPCOT?
Nap all day. No. Spaceship Earth. It's a great place. I have fallen asleep on there myself.
Mhm.
Or just in the stroller in general, as you're going through the World Showcase or whatever. The movement of the stroller throughout the park,
Mhm.
it's a great place for them to nap.
I agree. This is a long walk, by the way. So if you are not stopping in and out of stores and things of that nature, if you're just constantly wheeling, that's a good 20-minute stroller ride for kids. So yes, very good. Anna, what about you? Or no, we can't nap at EPCOT, can we? Definitely not Mexico.
Nope, not in Mexico. But the very beginning part of living with the land before you go into the gardens, whenever it's dark and it's the rainforest and you
Yep.
just hear the waterfalls, that one I think is the best nap spot on all of Disney property, besides obviously like your resort room.
Agree.
Because it's dark and it's cold and you hear the water, and that is my favorite nap spot. But then I wake up for the gardens because I love the gardens.
You like the fish scene and, I like,
Yeah, and finding all the hidden Mickeys in it.
there you go. Okay. But again, we were talking naps and we're sleeping through most of this. I kind of tend to agree with Mattea here. I sleep all through EPCOT, but that's okay. That's all right.
We're just some haters.
We are haters. And I also, if you get a long like movie, like France or China or something, you may want to find a nice spot on the ground there as well. But okay. All right. Going back to you, Anna, we're going to go to Hollywood Studios. Now, this one was tough for me because I couldn't really think of a good place in Hollywood Studios. To me, that's just the most exciting and adventurous park that we have. But leave it to you to fall asleep somewhere. I think I know where you're going with this, and I'm embracing and getting ready for it. Where do you nap at Hollywood Studios?
Muppets
Hate
3D
you.
vision.
Hate you.
I would agree with that one.
I hate you too. Why? It's a fun show, folks.
It probably is, but Disney tired is real.
Yeah. And kids don't always leave the 3D glasses on. So if you don't have the 3D glasses on, then you see weird things. So you feel like you're on a trip anyway, a different kind of trip.
But the bubbles are real.
Yes, but usually they're asleep by that point.
This is true.
They'll wake up when it like pops on their face.
Any other places, please? Don't just leave me with Muppets. Tower of Terror. It's dark.
Well,
it's dark. Rock and Roller Coaster's dark.
Our last trip in October.
Yes.
While we were waiting for you and Luke to get off of Tower of Terror.
Yes.
We were sitting right there on that little street light area. And as soon as you were still, like Sam falls asleep in the middle of the road.
Literally.
Looked
like a
so
crime scene.
Disney tired is something serious, and wherever you really truly get still, you could probably fall asleep.
Okay. Muppets. Great, ladies. Thanks. To you, my dear, Animal Kingdom.
The train ride.
To the
Rafiki's.
Rafiki and all that. Yeah, a little bit of a rhythmic fall asleep. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Anna, what about you?
I don't know, because Animal Kingdom is my favorite. It competes for my first favorite park. So I don't know. That one, probably like the shows whenever they had like the Lion King show or the Nemo show.
Oh, yeah. Because that was like a 40-minute production. That's a long nap. And shout out back in the EPCOT when they used to have Ellen's Energy Adventure. That was like a 40-minute thing too, where they'll tell you that was a good nap one. But I don't know. Tough to be a bug. Nobody fell asleep in that. Too many creepy colory things that the tough to be a bug 4D.
Oh, I'd skip that one. That is a hard pass every time I go to Animal Kingdom. I do not like when they crawl under your seat and stab you in the back. I do not like that one.
Dinosaur is cold and dark, y'all. That was y'all's theme for Magic Kingdom. Oh, it's cold, it's dark, it's dark. Dinosaur.
It's also very bumpy and sporadic. It's not very rhythmic.
But you're Disney tired.
I have mean, at some point, I probably could fall asleep on
I
that.
mean, if you're sitting there covering the kids' eyes the whole time because they're terrified,
True.
they might fall asleep.
We have pictures of that.
They
And
might.
you have to cover their ears because you don't want to hear, let's go, go, go. Definitely.
You kind of
not
do like the headlock thing around the eyes and the ears all at once. Protect all of
But
it.
then you won't get your picture.
True,
Disney
violence.
Disney
Violence.
does not promote violence, and they won't define what violence is, by the way. Apparently, they'll just give you a big red X for your photo. That's an inside joke. You can ask about it later. All right. So we've talked about places in the parks. Okay, because during the vacation days, it is go, go, go. And some people just do not want to spend the time to take transportation to get back to their room. They say, you know what, we'll just tough it out and get our little cat nap here. Obviously, with kids, you can put them in a stroller, especially if it has a shade, find some shaded area, be inside. That's good locations. I know when we had infants and younger kids, we would use the baby care stations. I know Mattea, you speak heavily about that. But if you do need to go somewhere, if you need to leave that park, Anna, what have you found as far as mode of transportation for somebody like you who just needs to crash for a little bit? Is there a particular mode of transportation that's more relaxing to you, whether it's a boat, monorail, Skyliner, or even just a walk? I don't know. What's just relaxing to you when it comes to transportation at Disney?
Probably a Skyliner because you have it, like you have your little pod like to yourself. If you're on a bus and it's not busy and you get a seat, that one's a pretty good nap.
Mm-hmm.
But monorail's way too busy all the time. That's
A lot of noise too.
yeah. So I would say the Skyliner is probably the best.
There you go. Mattea, what about you for kids?
So I kind of have two.
Mhm.
The buses are always great. The kids always crash whenever you're going back to the resort.
Mid-afternoon and evening.
Always crash. You'll see a lot of adults crashing as well.
This is true.
But if you just want to get out of the park, a little less simulation, jump on the monorail and just ride it continuously for a couple, 20 minutes or so. Let them get a power nap. Get in one of the end carts. So,
and I will add both to y'all's points, Anna about the Skyliner and Mattea about the monorail. You do not have to break down your stroller if you have kids on either of those. You can just push them right in. So it's not like get out. We got to fold this up or anything. Just everybody let sleep there. So that's cool for kids and stuff. Let me ask you this, Anna, when you guys go, being young adults, you and your husband, do you feel you're at the age you need to go back to the resort and do a power nap? Because I know you don't like the rope drop. This is well documented too. You stay out late. Do you guys at any point feel you need to go back to the resort for not just a nap, but just a refresh? Or is it when we're in the park, we're there for the whole day?
When we're in the park, we're there, but we're not always riding rides. So we'll find like a quiet place to sit and we'll just kind of like breathe for a minute.
That's a good idea.
And so if we rope dropped, then we probably would take a break and go back. But since we don't do that, because I like to sleep in, we don't necessarily need that afternoon break.
Gotcha. Because you're youthful. You have energy. You don't have to rest your old man bones.
Well, Seth is a 90-year-old in a 22-year-old's body, so.
That's right. Now, for us, without fail, regardless of what we've got going, we will have to take that hour or so break. And Mattea was mentioning when we were talking kind of before the interview tonight, we were saying it's not just for our kids to rest and try to get a cat nap or, just a little bit of sleep. For you, Mattea, it's also important to go back to the resort kind of midday. Why is that?
Because if you have been to Disney with me, and Anna can speak to this, I like to take a shower. So we are rope droppers. So we are up at the crack of dawn. I like to go back, take a shower, get refreshed, and it makes for better photos. You have different outfits and different accessories for later in the day. Then you can stay to the end when park closes. But I like to go back and get a shower, refresh. While I'm doing that, anyone who's been at Disney with kids knows as soon as kids get still
In dark places.
they As soon as they get still, they will go to sleep.
Mhm.
So while they're waiting on me to get ready or whatever, they'll usually fall asleep watching TV or whatever in the room or by the pool. But it's also, our kids are a little older now, and this last time we went was during school.
Mm.
So it was important for us to go back because they had to do some schoolwork. Actually, they had to like log in and do their tests and stuff during the day. So it was important that we went back for that. While the boys went and swam, our daughter that's in 7th grade had to go back and take an exam or had to complete some activity during her actual class period.
So it's important to not just rest physically, go to sleep, but rest mentally sometimes from Disney, because that could just be taxing in and of itself. And for little kids emotionally, because it's a lot of sights and smells and bells and whistles, and they're just going to touch, want to grab and all that. And for the parents, there's no time out in the parks.
Sometimes mommy needs a timeout.
No.
And so me going back and getting a shower is my timeout from everything. Arguing kids who want to go in 15 different directions or however. Now that everyone thinks they're an expert, they all want to lead whatever direction we're going in. So sometimes I need the timeout more than they do.
Anna, do you ever have to put your husband in timeout?
All the time.
Cool.
I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, we've talked about the parks in and of themselves and going back and the importance of going back to the room if you need to, or even just catching transportation and stuff. But is there, and really looking at you on this one, Anna, because again, you're notorious for just napping on the spot anywhere you darn well please at a lot of these places. Is there a place outside the park or like a resort or a pool area that you've ever just been like, oh guys, you're really missing out on a great spot? Is there something like that you've ever kind of just dozed off at and was really cool with, or no, once you're up, you're going?
I would say any lobby is a good like nap-in area. Just sit on the like chairs or like couches that they have, because they're normally pretty comfortable. So any lobby, but then like in the parks, there's like smaller places that are not like rides or attractions that you can always nap.
That's true.
So those are mostly where like we go. We don't go out of the parks. We just kind of chill in those little areas.
Yeah, kind of out of the way of people. You ever napped in a resort? Or no, you've done it in a pool area, right? Like if we've gone swimming, you've kind of just in all that.
That or in the hammocks.
Ooh,
Those are always nice. By the
those are
waters.
nice.
I like that.
Those are nice.
I mean, I don't really get a chance to nap a whole lot when the kids are with us, but if it's just an adult trip, then I can take a nap more so. I'll have to make sure no one's drowning or anything like that.
Or eaten by an alligator. Sad.
Or fighting.
Or fighting. Or biting. Or cursing or spitting or anything else. No, what was that big Thunder Mountain ride? Anyway. So and you guys have been fun. This has just been fun. We're just having a fun little time tonight. This is nothing that's ever going to break the internet when it comes to, you know, Disney tricks or advice for rides. But it is important because we do have a lot of younger couples with kids. We also have young adults who you just need to know when to catch just 20 minutes. And that sometimes that's all you need is those 20 minutes. And yes, if you want to take a classic attraction and use that as your excuse for a nap, okay, we'll forgive you a few times. But, you know, stay awake for some of them sometimes. That Carousel of Progress, I mean, it's a little dated, but, you know, it's a good show, man, and American Adventure and all that good stuff.
I do recommend, if you have kids, to stick with the stroller as long as you can. The last
age-wise, you mean?
Yes. They'll hold up to quite a bit of weight. We would always get the double stroller even when our kids were a little bit older. And even the older one would pile in and all three of them would end up sitting in it. But when some aren't tall enough to ride some rides or don't want to ride, we would just do rotating naps in the stroller. I highly recommend Kingdom strollers. They're clean. They're in very good shape. But if you don't want to do like a ride or whatever, the kids would just do a rotating nap. Whenever they got tired, someone would push them and the other one would do the rides with the other ones.
You'd usually
Not
sit
actually.
and I'd ride.
Or go in shops, whatever.
That's true. That's true. Well, I was going to say this final advice time. You've given some good final advice. Use those strollers until they physically cannot fit them anymore. Anna, for you, for a young adult, just why is it important to catch a little bit of rest every once in a while, especially when you're at Disney and you're just going go, go, go in the parks?
Because Disney tired's real.
It is.
The go for how long your trip is every day, you just get exhausted. And so you just gotta catch some Z's while you can, so you can enjoy everything.
And that's the thing, we have watched you Sleeping Beauty on a few attractions in our life. And again, it's well documented. Let me just ask, like when you fell asleep on People Mover and Muppets and other, we don't have to name the list, we'll run out of time. But when
Country Bear.
She'd never fell asleep on Country
I
Bear.
don't fall asleep.
I will vouch for her on that one. She did not fall asleep.
Children have fallen asleep in
Sam
Country Bear.
crashed in Country Bear. I will.
Multiple
But
times.
don't you put Anna in that category. That's where I draw the
That's
line.
another good one to fall asleep.
No, it's not. Okay. Point is, Anna, when you woke up after all of us giggling and taking photos, did you feel refreshed? Did you feel like, oh, that was perfect?
Yes, because sometimes, like, if you're just sitting there, the movement will lull you right to sleep. And so whenever you're done, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. Next ride that I can fall asleep on.
There you go. Well, we hope we didn't put anybody to sleep with our video. It was great. It was exciting for me. I had a good time. I don't know about you two, but whatever. I had fun. But no, my deepest appreciation. And of course, Anna is one of our many talented agents with Believe Vacations. She is an expert in booking all things Disney and Universal's an island of adventure. She brings that wonderful young adult perspective. She's done a video with us before. She did an article with us before. She's participated in so many things. She's got an incredible, as we come up on Valentine's Day, going back and watching her engagement photos from the Magic Kingdom. I mean, you've just grown up in front of our eyes the last couple of years. It's just crazy. And then, of course, Mattea has slowly come along in the Disney world with me. She's allowed me to kind of live out my dreams and doing some Disney stuff. And now she's, wearing ears. There you go. We won. Yay, we did it.
Buying all the ears.
Yeah. You've got to catch up.
Oh, give me permission?
Oh, okay. Well, then the interview.
That sounds like
So anyway, thank
That's
you for choosing Believe Vacations. We do appreciate all of your support and love over the years and for being believers. For Mattea, bye. Thank you so much, dear. For Anna, thank you very much, Anna. And for me, Brian, we appreciate you guys, and we will see everybody real soon.
Wake up, little Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mama?
But I watched Little Fires Everywhere. That one was
That
good.
one's good.
I like that one
You like that
because
one?
I love Reese Witherspoon. I wish I could be her.
You should see her without her spoon.
Oh my God, you're so cheesy. Full of dad jokes over here. It's terrible.
Oh goodness.
He cracks himself up a little too much.
Why do bees hum? Because they
Why?
don't know the words.
That
You don't have to laugh.
was actually kind of funny.
You hear them all the time.
Anna, you could work in a mirror factory. I can really see you working in it.
That's good.
Stop laughing. He'll quit telling me.
What's my other real good one?
You don't have
I
any.
have a good one.
None of them are good.
You have a
Why
lot
can't you give Elsa a balloon?
because she'll let it go. That was so